In this special year-end BrickScore episode, we are taking a look back at our favorite alternative sets this year, starting with number 10, Lamborghini Technic Set. Remember when I was chased by the Lego police? Good times, good times. This Lambo set from I Am Master definitely has main character energy. It commands attention as part of any display. I don't build a lot of Technic sets, personally I prefer system bricks, but I make exceptions every now and then, and this Lambo Technic was definitely a fun one. The only downside is that it's an odd scale. It's not as large as the original Lego 18 Plus cars, but it's also not small like a Speed Champ, so it feels more like a solo display unless you can find others in this scale. And speaking of Speed Champions, number 9, Mold King Speed Champions. These Speed Champ style sets from Mold King were definitely both fast and furious. The bright green Mitsubishi Eclipse and the 1970 Dodge Charger certainly look great in their display cases. Shame that these specific ones arrived broken. But even outside their crystal confinement, they still shine. I prefer the Eclipse because we don't see them a lot in brick form. As opposed to the Charger, it's like every brand has their own charger. Even Apple has their own charger. Just kidding. They don't come with minifigs. I just forgot to remove these Lego figs when I put them in the display, and I never bothered removing them. Figs are sorely missed in sets like this Ghostbusters Ecto-1 and this DeLorean Time Machine. Oh, and this one is cool, it's a Speed Champion Land Speeder. Yeah, so the way they shot this in the original movie was they used a wheeled vehicle and put mirrors at the side so it looks like it's floating. This wheeled Land Speeder feels like a full circle moment. I wish alt brands included their own take on minifigs, that would be nice. How about you? What is your alt bricks wish for next year? Comment down below. Number 8, Rastar Red Bull F1. The F1 Speed Champ axed before its time. This Red Bull F1 from Rastar was a properly licensed set, and I was hoping for more of these in the future, but that is very unlikely now. If you want to know what that's all about, watch the original video after this one. This set was more accurate than the name brand when it was first released, and even now I think it's a great display piece. It holds its own even side by side with original Lego sets. It's a wonderful translation of the F1 car, and I would be glad to display it on my shelf. It would have been a lot better if this included more prints, as F1 stickers tend to get tedious due to the sheer quantity of markings to apply. And speaking of seemingly infinite stickers, number 7, Infinite Mechs. Depending on when I finish this video, you may or may not have seen these guys yet. These are 4 mechs based on the 4 guardians from Chinese mythology: the Azure Dragon, the Vermilion Bird, the White Tiger, and the Black Tortoise. I called them something else in the video because it was too far along when I found out what they were. I learned all about it from an episode of Detective Conan of all places. Anyway, these are not the easiest alt bricks to build, but they are definitely worth it. They are a little bigger than Lego Mech armors, but smaller than the mechs we usually review on this channel. My favorite is this White Tiger with superposable arms and claws. If you find these on sale and you know what you're getting into, pick them up, they are mega cool. Number 6, Mega Masters of the Universe. Remember Mega Blocks? Apparently not a lot of people do, judging on how few views that video got. Just kidding, I'm not salty about it at all. Anyway, the 2 sets I reviewed are both above average in quality compared to alternative bricks. Certainly very near Lego quality. Unfortunately, the price is very near Lego as well unless you get them on sale. The figures included are incredibly different from Lego minifigures. They are taller and have more articulation. I think they look amazing and they are definitely more fun to post than the original, which looks plain by comparison. They do sets like Masters of the Universe, Halo, and Pokemon. So if you are a brick building fan and you like those IPs, then you have no choice but to go Team Mega Blocks. Actually, Keyplay also does Pokemon sets, but I haven't reviewed those yet. I don't think Lego will ever do Pokemon, but if they do, they are guaranteed to be an instant classic. As classic as this Model A car. Number 5, JM Bricklayer Ghost Ship and Model A car. JM Bricklayer. They trusted this channel when no one else gave us the time of day. I am thankful for their support. They sent me the Ghost Ship and the Model A cars, which were both amazing sets. The Ghost Ship was my first brick-built ship and also my first time building with a light system. The green lights and the masterful aesthetic design combined to create a set that looks amazing on a display shelf. It looks a little lonely being the only ship in my collection. We might change that soon, wink wink. The Model A car was a modern classic build. They have an integrated light kit like the Ghost Ship, and it even has 2 config options. You can have the hardtop on or off, but if you leave it off, you will also need to unplug the lights, which is admittedly a hassle. With that said, this set looks good either way. And hey, wouldn't it be cool if this set was radio controlled? And speaking of RC, number 4, Kada Lotus Evija radio controlled. Not the easiest toy to parallel park, but it was certainly a fun time. This was my first brick-built RC car, but it certainly won't be the last. I will always remember this set as the one that immediately ran into a wall when I pressed up on the controller. The Lotus Evija, interpreted as a pint-sized toy car, is nothing to write home about. It certainly won't win any Brick of the Year awards, but it's a serviceable enough translation. You buy this set not for the looks but the play features. The RC controller wasn't too good, but it worked fine. And the app was fun to mess around with as well. More alt brands should have apps like Kada has for the remote control, but I think they should also integrate easy-to-use 3D building instructions like the Lego Builders app. It was a supremely easy build and a great stocking stuffer this Christmas. Number 3. Funwhole Christmas. The Funwhole video was an interesting experiment. I really enjoyed the set. And even though it was a lot of work to build and script, the video got less than 200 views. I think the current audience is not super interested in building sets, as evidenced by a recent community poll, and it's fine, it really is. Personally, the set deserves this spot even if the video did not perform great. The quality of the set, the lighting, the play features, and the storytelling were all top-notch. Other alt brands better be taking notes. Personally, I'm willing to give this brand another try in 2025. Which Funwhole set would you like to see on this channel? The review will certainly be a transformative experience. Number 2. Mold King Transforming Mech. I love mechs and I love cars, so why not combine the two to make the perfect set? Well, I don't know about perfect, but this MK Transforming Mech is a wonderful build and display with interesting play features. Some sets like to say that they are 2-in-1, like you can build one set and then transform it into a second set. But when you get the instructions, it's clear that you have to rebuild it from scratch to get the second version. Not cool. This MK set, however, is very cool. You get to build the car first, and then you can transform it into the robot form without disassembly. It was designed by a fellow YouTuber, Alan Yappy. Yeah, I say fellow YouTuber like I'm anywhere near his subscriber count, but hey, manifest, right? I love the robot form because it's wide and imposing. I personally prefer the car form, and that's what I display it as. And before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are some special mentions. Rio Brick Speed Champs, Mech Dinos, the Funny Blue Technic Set, and number 1, Slubban Mechs. All of them. If you are worried that the list didn't feature the Slubban Mechs, well, now you know why. They are all here at number 1. A lot of the growth on this channel is because you, my audience, loves mech robots so much. I feel like a connection was made between the channel and the audience when I started talking about these sets. This all started with PR Mecha Green, which is still the second highest viewed video on this channel. The highest video is the original Teimo Speed Champions video. We haven't been able to recapture that lightning in a bottle, but we will keep trying. My personal favorite is this PR Mecha Batman. It's towering and impressive and wields a dual sword. Did I miss your favorite? Comment down below. I would like to thank you for watching our videos. There wouldn't be a BrickScore without our supportive community of alternative brick collectors. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year! See you guys in 2025 with more awesome alternative brick reviews. Cheers!